Okay guys, here's my box and let's see what's inside. Sorry. Ta-da! They are the fasciablaster extenders. I'm going to cry. It's amazing. I'm going to have to learn to put this on. So, if you guys don't know my story, I'm going to tell you because, and yes, I'm going to cry. This is where my journey began. Using the fasciablaster 4 years ago, and I've never had the opportunity to meet with Ashley, and that's one of my dreams. So, and tell her the impact that she has had on my life. You know, it's what I express on a daily basis on how to be your true light. And Ashley has been that light within my world, and I was in a very, very dark place. And I have been there, or had been there, for about 16 years. If I'm correct, prior to finally buying my very first fasciablaster. And this is my master blaster, and it has a yellow tinge to it because I ended up putting some Mod Podge on it, and now it is stained with my oil. So please forgive me on that. I will be removing the Mod Podge. But anyway, it took me about 6 months to finally buy the fasciablaster, and but when I got it home, which is 4 years ago, sometime this month, and the very first time that I used it, it brought such relief to my arm. I just tried it on my arm with my sleeve pulled all the way down because it was really late that night, and I didn't have the oil that I needed. But I remember as I was just rubbing on my clothes to get some relief, the instant amount of heat that came into my hand and my arm. And I told my husband that I could feel my hand again. And I knew from that moment on, life was going to be better. You know, so this is what God does. He takes people who come from something possibly broken or hopeless themselves, and make them do great things. And that's what he did with Ashley. If you haven't heard about her story, you need to go read about it. She had a severe infection inside of her hip and had to have her full hip replaced and learn to rewalk and things like that. I think she was 16 or something. But for her to come from that to who she is today, to being a great light to people, is pretty amazing. It's amazing isn't a big enough word for what I think about her. And one day I'll be able to tell her in person the great impact that she has had on my life. And so I am going to see if I can get this together here. And I am sorry that I cried, but you know, that's just me. I am a huge crybaby. So, okay, so this is what I've done. And I'm going to have to play with this as well because it's my first time ever having an extender. I've never used extenders. I know a lot of people have found ways of making it work by creating their own extender system at home, and I have never really done that. I guess we're just going to make sure that they're lined up to the way that you need them to be. You want them to be facing you, of course, as you're blasting, so you can have full control and range over your product. So this is huge. I really appreciate this opportunity to share my thoughts on what the blaster and the extenders can do for you, and how they can create more flexibility and to get into places that you can't, the more difficult areas. So this will definitely come in handy for myself because still I have tightness still in my shoulders, especially this side due to my accident and the lack of using the fasciablaster consistently the past year. So this is also going to give me a little kick in the rear to become more dedicated again with all of my routines. So I appreciate this, and I am going to let you guys see me do a blasting session. Probably not today. I had meant to, but I am going to be babysitting in a few hours. So, but this is how it's going to look, and it's going to make everything, easier on me. I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so exciting. I can't wait. Oh my goodness. This is going to be amazing. So this is basically what you're doing and how it's going to work. But I will attempt to get a video together tomorrow and let you guys know how it is. Thanks so much. I appreciate this, Ashley and crew. Thank you so much. Take care.